Hello, welcome to SmartDrive ERP Warehouse online training session. I'd like to take you through the training session for an online class. Before you do this online class, I want to advise that you should go and watch the video, the presentation that we have done on the warehousing, a complete warehouse inventory management system. We look at it on theoretical perspective. Now we just want to get into the system and show you how you can actually use each of the modules in the system. My name is Ivan Suko, your instructor. These are basic definitions we've done before. Okay, SmartDrive ERP Warehouse is a part of an integrated online business application that manages warehouse operation, asset inventory, stock management, and inventory management system. You can actually use this system for your warehouse operation. You can also use it for asset inventory. I'm going to show you that in the system. So all the asset that the company acquired, you can actually use it as an asset register, so that over time you know how to calculate the depreciation value, and for assets that the life span is set. Most assets have a fixed lifespan. You should be able to indicate that in the system. Okay, we've actually deal with this in the former in the presentation we've done before. These are a number of applications we currently have in the market. Okay, you can actually buy into any of these applications. I've spoken about this extensively in the former presentation. We have employee database management software. We have HR recruitment management software. These are all online software. We have leave management software. We have staff attendance and access management software. We have contact management software. This one is organizational contact. So you have everybody in one directory. It's quite easy for you to navigate to look for anyone that works in that organization. Okay. And again, when you also within the organization, when you have your booking system where visitors will come, it's easy to identify which staff that can book people into the company premises and who cannot also book. So we build this, and it's currently working in most of the organization. Okay, so you can get registered today as an affiliate marketer. We're actually currently taking affiliate marketers. If you want to promote a product, you want to sell a product, you get 20% for every sales that you make. So these are other applications that we have that are currently running. So club membership and booking software. We have online sales management software. We have online invoicing management software. And of course, we have online purchasing software. Okay, so you can actually buy into any of these applications. They are quite cheap. They are 100% produced here in Nigeria. And why do you need to support us? You need to buy application so that we open markets for Nigerian people, and of course also to be able to employ our children that have gone to university and they are back. We need to be able to create industry where they will be able to come and work. So this is one big industry globally, and we are actually doing a lot in Nigeria to make sure that we create opportunity for these young guys to come in and work, and if not just to get experience. Okay, see a number of children that study computer science, they don't know how to write codes. We need an industry where we can take some of them on IT, where they can come in for 3 months industrial attachment, and for those who are doing youth service, they could spend like 1 year with us, and before they leave, they will actually learn a lot from us. So that's why it's important, and that's why it's good that you need to support us. You need to buy applications that are 100% made in Nigeria. Okay, if you want to become you don't have job, or you have a flair for software business, you can actually start working with us as an affiliate marketer. We will give you training on most of our application, and you also earn some income by being a support personnel. Okay, So all over Nigeria, we are now actually recruiting affiliate marketers, those who can represent us. So what you need to do is just send us an email to evans at smartdriveportfolio.com or visit our website, odonigeria.com, and send us a request. Once you pick your request, we'll create an affiliate number for you. But before we create an affiliate number for you, we'll do a background check of who you are. And then once you are satisfied, we create an affiliate number. Then you can now start functioning as an affiliate marketer, selling our product for us. You can also sell our product anywhere in the world, not just limited to Nigeria. Currently, I have people in UK that are marketing this product in UK. All right. Okay. Of course, you know that the Smart Drive ERP warehouse falls within the supply chain and logistic services. Okay, so this is what we want to basically and probably look at this morning. Okay, how uh, your how the Smart Drive ERP warehouse is integrated. Okay, so there is a strong integration that we have built between purchase order and inventory, and we've also built another integration between the inventory and what we sell out to the customers. Okay, and in between within the inventory, we have a way we allowed you to use this system to define multiple warehouses. You can have 100 warehouses, you can have 1,000 warehouses. They'll all be, you can define them, and you can also define location, okay, for each warehouses. There are some warehouses that are so big that you then have to create locations so they know where products are. And when you want to access the inventory, you know where to go and get the products, okay? All right. And then we have also have the system is able to enable you to be able to keep track of your vendors or manufacturer. You can actually manufacture, use this software to manufacture directly into your inventory. Okay. All right. So let's quickly get into the system. These are some of the major warehouse and logistics supply chain problems that we're trying to solve. We've discussed this extensively in the last presentation. Please refer to that presentation. Okay, so let's quickly run into a demo. And let me take you through a demo so that I actually show you how the inside of the systems looks like. Okay, the first thing we want to do is to see how you can set up products using the SmartDrive ERP warehouse. We'll see how you can set up warehouse and location. I'm going to show you how you can do that. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about warehouse operation, okay, how you can create direct orders directly from the warehouse and how you can receive them. We're going to talk about how you can manage shipment and transfer using the ERP warehouse. And then we're going to see how you can easily manage your stock level using our SmartDrive ERP system. We've built some automated triggers, what we call triggers into the system. All right. For instance, you should get a reminder quickly when you reach a minimum stock level, okay, to restock. All right. Okay, before we start defining products, okay, I like to talk about this briefly. In getting into the system to do definition of a product, first of all, we said we're going to start defining products. Um, what we usually do is when you buy a product, we get a consultant to work with you because there are basic things that you need to know in defining product in the SmartDrive ERP. Let's do some example here before we actually go into the system and see how we can define products. For instance, if I want to define a new product, say trophy beer, okay? Trophy beer can be in can, it can also be in bottle, okay? So that has to come into when you're doing name. So good, you can say trophy beer, but we need to qualify it. Is it a can? Is it bottle? Then we also need, as part of internal reference, we also need to indicate the liquid content. Is it 33 cl or is it 50 cl? Okay. And then the other thing too that also is important that you must show in the product name is the unit of measurement. How are you measuring it? Is it in pack? Is it 24 in a pack? Is it 12 in a pack? Or is it in a carton? Okay. So all this is what we call internal reference, and you should be able to do that in the system. Okay. So for you for example to have a good example of a trophy product, I'll probably say trophy can 33 cl 24 pack or trophy bottle 33 cl. So this would be a good example. And the way we define our system, as you'll see later, is that you can actually attach a photograph of this image of trophy, either can or bottle, to your product label. Okay. Another example I want to cite, if for instance, we want to define a computer monitor, you don't just say computer monitor, you need to tell us the manufacturer, because customers want to buy a product based on certain specification. Okay, do they need a Dell monitor? Do they need a HP monitor? So you have to bring that when you're doing the name. So in the naming here, I could say Dell monitor 17-inch, I could say Dell monitor 24-inch, I could say HP monitor 17-inch. So you need to actually do product in defining product. You need to have certain parameter the system will help you to be able to use to define a product in SmartDrive ERP. So you can define any product, put in a warehouse, put in a store, and manage them. Okay, all right. So next thing we want to talk about is product variants. There are certain products that you define that have variant. For instance, conference table, office conference table. It could be big size, medium size, or small size. Now, when they are being differentiated by size, we call it product variant. Okay. If they are also being differentiated by color, we call it product variant. Sometimes, for example, I say I need a medium size round neck T-shirt, okay, and then you need to qualify it, a blue color, a green color. So those colors, then we can also define them as product variants. Okay, let's quickly hop into the system. So I take you through some of the things that I've actually discussed with you right now. Okay. Now, before we get into the system, if you want to look at this system on your own, following the examples that we have made, we can actually create a 15-day testing period for you, a sandbox. We've created a sandbox. All that you need to do, send send a request to me, or go to odunigeria.com. You will see my email there, or you see a company email there. Just do us an email, or go through a request. You see an option in the request that you want to do product testing. We'll get your email, then we're going to create account for you. Use that account, log in, and then you go and play around with the system a bit and see how professional this system is. Okay, so let's get into the system, don't mind me. Okay, so what I want to basically do now is to go into the system and show you the functionalities that I've actually talked about. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you get to our portal is to log in. So we're right now, we've logged into our SmartDrive ERP. Okay. Remember, I said that this is where you have a menu. So this menu here, I want to explain again. This is why we say our application is an integrated apps. So these are different apps. So you don't need to buy this and buy that. Once you buy application, for instance, if you buy our contact here, we will sell contact to you. You will only see contact. Okay. Um, and then if you buy, you buy inventory, you buy a license for inventory, we'll install it. So any application that you buy, you'll be able to see it. For those who do email marketing, if you buy email marketing, where you do a marketing campaign, okay, you'll be able to do your marketing campaign here, where you want to send email to a number of customers, bulk email services, okay. And then if you are event organizer, you organize big event, you want to create ticket online, sell ticket online. Yes, we have an apps here. You can actually buy and do that at the comfort of your home. Okay. Employee database management is here, and then we have recruitment. So these are all the software that I told you, and even much more than this, invoicing, inventory that I discussed with you. So these are integrated. Okay. So you pay a license. If by tomorrow you don't want to use any of this module again, we take it off and it less your cost. So you focus on the ones that you actually have license for. But the good thing about our company, because it's an indigenous Nigerian company, that we're trying to promote software business in Nigeria. For instance, now, if if by next year you are unable to pay a license for employee database management, we're not going to delete your data. We're not going to delete your data. We're still allowed your data. So when you have money, or when you are able to purchase a license again, you go back to the last employee database, the last employee that you have defined in your database. So we don't take off data of our clients. Once you define, because we know by tomorrow or in the future, if you want to expand the access or get more licenses, that would not become a problem for you. So we don't delete data. Once you buy any license for any of our software, we allowed it to be. So our focus of our discussion this morning is on inventory. So let me quickly take you through the inventory. Okay, so these are the inventory, and I said the first thing you need to do is to be able to define a product. Let's maybe do example of a product. There are steps and procedure in the first presentation that I did. Please refer to that presentation for steps, okay? But I'll just go through here, assuming that you have gone through the presentation that I've made earlier before this one. So you click on master data and you say product. When you select the product, you'll be able to see all the product that you have defined in the system. Okay. Now, our system is integrated system because whether you are doing sales, you are doing purchase, you are in getting things in the inventory, they are all products. Okay. So when you define product once, it stays through the life cycle of the system. That's why I told you earlier that we don't delete. For instance, now, if you don't, if you don't do ordering system from again, if you go and delete the data, then we might delete some of the product there. And when you come back, you have to recreate them again. So we don't do that. We don't delete data at all. Once you have subscribed to any of our, if you subscribe to or you buy a license, once we define you, your information will be there. And if in the previous year you're unable to pay the license fee, we will not delete your data. So let's even create a product, okay, using what I had discussed before. All right. For instance, now I want to create a product. Let's create a new product quickly. So I create on a new product. So I give a product name. Remember, let's even refer to that as slide. Okay, where is that slide? Where I made example of product. Okay, good. This is it. Let's define a trophy can. Okay, so let's get into the system. So I can say trophy can. Remember, I said if it is bottle, you say trophy bottle or trophy can, so that you qualify the type of trophy that you want to define as a product. Now, the next thing you need to define in the system is that can it be sold? So you have to tell the system. Again, this is important because the system does accounting for you. Okay, this system will do accounting for you and will do posting into different journal based on the transaction that you've carried out. So you need to actually tell the system, will the trophy can, will you be selling it? Is it something, is it a product that you're going to be buying? So you tick. Or would you be doing expenses to maintain it? Okay. For instance, we define a car here, you will be spending money to maintain the car. So you tick here, can be expense. Okay. So yes, a car, you are not selling car. Yes, you purchase it. You want to you will be spending money maintaining it, so you need to tell the system. So when you go to expense model, let me show you here. When you come to expenses here, it becomes an easy that this product is tracked as an expenses. Okay, so you see how why I said that our system is integrated system. It's all in one integrated system. Okay, you define things one. You don't define here, define here, define here. Just define things one, and you keep rolling with it. Okay, so you provide other information, product type. This trophy can, is it something that you are manufacturing? You're going to be storing it, so you need to tell us. Is it something that you're going to buy and sell? Those ones we classify as consumable. Or is it a service? Okay, you can actually define a service and use and charge people and charge people that you're providing the service to. Are you defining it as a product, as a service? Okay, so you need to do that. But again, this is something that we need to store. Okay, we want to store, so we select storable products. Okay, product category. What are they? So we can say, okay, if based on what you have selected up here, you can take all expense sellable, okay, and then If you will be using a POS also, you can actually select this. But again, we say all, so everything is covered for you. Again, we need to provide an internal reference, okay? Remember, I talked to you about internal reference, that there are basic information that we need so that when we see a product, we know exactly, we know how it's being packaged, okay? So I now say trophy, and all right. I want to say the liquid content is 33 cl. All right. What other information? How is being packaged? Okay. We can say that it is a 24 that is in a pack. So I can say 24 PCK. All right. So that seems to give me a good internal reference for this particular product. Okay. All right. And then would you have a barcode so you can actually put a number here to be the barcode number for it. Okay, so this will help us once you scan, it comes to this. Or once you show, if you put this barcode here, the system, when you create this product, is going to create a number, create a barcode with this number, with it. So you can then use the laser scan or use scan. When you want to sell it, you can use scan to actually refer to the product directly. Okay. Again, remember, when you are providing a barcode scan, no two products should have the same number. Please note that. All right. Of course, we'll help you. A consultant will always help you to work this out. Okay. We don't allow customers to sit down and define product on their own. We get one consultant to sit down. Of course, you're going to pay for the time of the consultant that's going to sit with you to be able to define your product. It's not part of the license cost. Okay, I hope you're getting me right. Okay, so the next thing you like to also do is some of your product you might want to show on your sites. Okay, so this is when they say publish on website, and then if you want to show it on site, people to attract people to buy it, you might need to show a picture of a trophy can. All right, so here you come here, say edit, you click on edit, and then you have a picture. Let me look. Okay, so I have a trophy can, a picture of a trophy can here. Okay, so I have one here. I have stored in my desktop. Okay, so I have this. So I think we're good to go. We've provided the basic information. Oh, we can't go. When we try to save, the system will tell us that there are certain basic information we have not provided. Okay, how are you going to be selling this? Maybe we're going to sell it $150. Okay, per can, per one. And then how did you buy it? You must actually provide this information. Maybe we bought it 130 or $130. Okay, and we'll be selling this. Then another most important information, the unit of measurement. You can't, the system won't allow you to define a product without unit of measurement. Okay, so we said this will be in cartons. Okay, okay, so it will be in cartons. So when we say 20 carton, so when you see, of course, as I have picked there, if you look at the dashboard here, you see the numbers are already changed into cartons. Okay, they are not in units. So forecast process, I've talked about this already in the previous presentation that I did. Okay, I think let's see if the system will allow us to save this. Let's see if it goes. If there are information we're supposed to provide, we didn't provide it, will not allow us to do it. Okay, so it accepted it. So this is it. It's as easy as this. If you go back to your product, you should be able to find trophy that has been defined there. Okay, so you see a trophy here. All right, and then if you have defined some product like 33 can and you didn't put the picture, just click on it here and then you click edit. So any information that you put, you can actually go back and do some changes. Okay, it is not cast and stone. So I can come here, for instance, 33 can, I didn't put a picture, I want to put a picture on it. Okay, and then you say save. So every product that you define, you can actually go back and provide an update. Okay, so that's how easy this system is. Okay, so if I go back to product, you now notice that 33 has we have shown the can here. So you see the product, you see the product here shown here, a logo of the product here. Okay, so let's talk about filter. Within the product as well, you can actually set some filter. These are product, okay? If there are services we define, you can say, okay, I want to see all the services. So these are all the services we define in the system, okay? Now, you can actually set, you want to see the product that is below $500, okay? Product that define, you can actually group a product, you can actually do a filter. I will actually request that you if you really have interest in this software, please do us a request so that you can come in and play around the application. Okay, so let me quickly talk about other things because the time is, I've spent a lot of time here. Um, okay, let's talk about integration, how you can raise purchase order. Okay, so on the inventory here, click on inventory again. So these are my inventory. It tells me exactly what I have in the inventory. All right. So you can receive goods directly here into a warehouse. So if I want to receive a good directly into a warehouse, just come and click here. Okay, so these are goods that I've already received into warehouse, and you see the reference that the system automatically generates. WH means warehouse in 008. This is, and then you have the destination, the location here. This is SmartDrive Ikeja warehouse. Okay, SmartDrive Ikeja warehouse, and then the partner, the vendor that did this supply is ABC Nigeria. So you can actually click on it and you see the detail. So this is the detail of the product that was supplied. Okay, black bullet 20 was supplied. This one has not been validated yet. Okay, uh, that means this is a back order. Okay, a back order that is not yet supplied. All right, so this is 20. How did I know that? This is in demand and then done is not done. So once the contractor supply this back order that was created, I've explained what back order is in the former presentation. You just come here, assuming the contractor has brought it, the remaining 20. So we put 20 here, all right, and then we confirm. Once you confirm that, all right, and you validate it, so and then it gets to done. Once it gets to done here, look at the process at which the system goes through to receive things. It gets into draft, it gets into waiting. If you're not ready, it gets on ready, and then it gets to done. Once it gets to done, you'll not be able to delete this entry again. And of course, if you scroll down here, you see different dates. When it was it on draft? What priority was is it? When did the contractor or the vendor supply? You have all the details down here. All right. So this is a done deal now. We have received this. The company has to pay for it. Now, if you come here and you have an action, you try to delete this, you will not be able to delete this record. Are you sure you want to delete this record? You will not be able to delete it because it is already been received into the system. Okay, so that's how to receive back order. All right. So again, you notice here that we had a back order. There was one back order. That back order is gone. So if you go back to receipts now, so you see that we have received, there was a back order here we have received. Okay, so we see the main receipt that was created. So you see here, these were what was in the order. 50 was supply, 80 was supply, 40 was supply. Okay, so let's then go back to inventory. So this is okay. So this is where you can receive this. I'm going to show you how you can create a purchase order, and you can also receive directly from a purchase order. All right. And here handles internal transfer. For instance, I have two warehouses here. Ikeja warehouses. I have Jakonde warehouses. Okay. So the Jakonde warehouse is a main warehouse. This is another warehouse. You can do it in transfer here between the warehouses, and this is where your delivery goes. Okay, you can actually track what you we call a virtual warehouse. You can manage and track what actually gets into your customer warehouse. So here you can check all your orders, all your deliveries here. All right. Okay, so let's see how we can create a purchase order. So I'm sure you saw what I did. Okay, if you didn't see, let me do that again. So I come to menu and I click on purchase. Okay, and then I say create purchase order. Now, when you create a purchase order, you select your vendor here, okay? So you pick a vendor here, maybe Ematex, all right? So that's your vendor. If your vendor has a reference, you can put it, order date, this is the order date, and then you come here and select a product, okay, that you want to place order on, all right? So when you open here, you see all the product that we have defined. That's why we told you that our system is integrated. So these are all the product. For instance, 33 can here, we might want Ematex to supply us 33 can. You put the quantity you want him to supply us, maybe 200, okay, and then At what unit price do you want him to supply you? So you put that the unit price again that you are raising this quotation for, and once you finish that, you say save. Okay, and then um, because the unit price here will actually be determined, he will come back to you to say this is the prices that is going for now, or if you have had an agreed price, you can also put, assuming he said that he will be giving us at $130, so you can actually put that. All right, but this is still subject to confirmation. So that also tells you the total amount of money that you're going to spend for 200. So you already see that this RFQ that you are trying to send out will cost you uh, $29,900. Okay. Now, this order, we call it RFQ, request for quotation. Okay. So you can actually send it by email to Imatex Nigeria Limited. All right. And then once it confirms it, you confirm the order. And then once this order is confirmed, it will reflect in your warehouse. Okay, the warehouse is the supply is expected to come in. Okay, so this is how you can actually send out an RFQ. Okay, so you can actually view it here. For instance, if we say print RFQ, let's see how it looks like. All right. Okay, so we have a PDF here. You can actually print out a copy here. So this is how it looks like. Okay, SmartDrive ERP. This is our number. This is our system, our logo, and then the shipping address. We expect this to be shipped to SmartDrive Ikeja warehouse. This is the company we're actually sending the RFQ to. Okay, request for quotation. That's what we mean by RFQ. And then we're asking for 200 unit. Notice here that there is no unit price. Okay, because we expect the Imatex to be able to tell us what the current price would be. They're going to what price they're going to supply us. Okay, but again, if you've had a discussion before, you can. So this gives you a picture of how much that you're going to spend in buying this. Okay, okay. So let's look at the last one. How you can sell from the inventory. Okay, so you come here and say sales. Okay, so when you come here, you create order. You come to order and you create a quotation. Okay, so you start by creating quotation that will directly be sent to your customer. Okay, you say create quotation. Okay, so you pick your customer that you want to send quotation to. Okay, maybe it is Adax Limited. Okay, again, we want to also sell that product. So you come here and select the product that you want to. Okay, so when you select the product here, you come here, you see that all the product that we have will display here. All right, assume we want to sell 3 can, want to ship 3 can, okay, to the company that we have selected. So how many? We're ordering for 200. Maybe we have like 700 in the system. So maybe he's requesting for 150. So you put 150 on that quantity. Okay. So 150 carton. Okay. So unit price. Remember, we've set the unit price that we're selling 310. Okay. So that's what will be. You now save this. Okay. Once you save this, the system it automatically added a line here. So if there are other product that want to ship to other, you can actually keep adding them here. Once you finish, you save and you send it. All right. So that's how you can actually. And once you do this now, it's going to appear. If you go back to your warehouse, once this order goes through, is confirmed. It goes through a process here. Let me show you again. Okay, it goes through a process of quotation sent, and then you actually have an order. Okay, you can also send pro forma invoice. You can print it, sign, and send. If the company doesn't have an email system they can receive by email, you can actually preview it before you send. Once it's confirmed the order, then it will automatically show on your warehouse dashboard. Okay, so if you also want to send it by email, you just click email. You don't need to write an email. SmartdriveERP will actually write an email for you. This is the email, sample email. So This is a email that is already generated. All that you need to do is to click on send, and this will go. So you see the sample. If you want to speak more English, you can come here and add more English. But again, dear Adax Tech Limited, here is a quotation 00 amounting to this from SmartDrive ERP. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any question. And then a sent. Okay. All right. So you can actually use our system to run all your business without any paperwork. All right. Okay. So let's go back and see how we're doing in terms of we've done this, we've done this, we've done how to send RFQ, inventory to sales. I just finished doing that with you now. Let's see what else I haven't talked about. Okay. I'd like to invite you. We've actually covered most of the things I needed to show you in the system. So I want to seize the opportunity to invite you to buy this tool. Buying this tool, you're supporting Nigerians. We're expanding our scope every day. This is July. We're having 2 new staff joining us this month, courtesy of all of you that have bought the application, and we're expanding our frontiers here. You can see what is happening in the globally now. You need to create your own jobs in your own country. A lot of people are depending on home support. You must have your industry up and running. Employ your own people. That's what is boiling down to now. Trump is currently signing executive bill to say that if there are jobs in America, it will only be meant for America first. Okay, so here in Nigeria, buying application would mean that you are encouraging us to employ more Nigeria in our system. Okay, not just employ, we also do train a lot of people on IT, take people on IT and take people on youth service. They get into the lab and we put them on a project. Okay, there is a lot of languages to learn, HTML, Python, C Sharp. You just put them on a project for 6 months before they go back to school. They would have acquired the skill that will also make them relevant in this country. So I want to invite you to support us, buy our tool, and that way you are also encouraging us to open the local market for the local business economy. Okay, please, I'd like you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that when we bring an update to this presentation, you'll be able to be part of it. Okay, the cost is determined by number of licenses that you buy. Our license is cheap. Okay, so try us today. A number of companies are already subscribing to our online tool. It's an integrated tool, and like we always say, we will help you to drive down operating costs in a systematic manner. Okay, when you look at all the money you spend in buying so many tools, when you get an integrated tool, you buy this, you buy this, you buy this, you now notice that you're reducing the cost of spending so much money to buy software to drive your business. Most businesses are run online now. You need to also move your business online. Okay, now we do a 30 days money back guarantee. If you buy our software and you didn't like it, 30 days will give you back all your money. Again, we will not delete your data. Anytime you come back, we'll readmit you into our system. Okay. Visit odunigeria.com. Send us a request so that the reason we refer people to odunigeria.com, we have done a number of training videos and demo. So don't just buy application. Go and see a demo how it works, whether it actually meet your business needs. The other thing we also do is that we customize. If you see any of the application, you say, you now want us to customize to meet your specific business need. We also do a lot of customization because when you move from one organization to another, the business need differ. So we do a lot of customization. We charge you small money to do that. Okay. I'd like to thank all the companies in Nigeria that have given us tremendous and huge support for buying our local software. Thank you so much. Okay. What you've done, you've enabled us to be able to create more employment for young graduates that are leaving school. And besides that, we also take people on IT and youth service. We give them a space to be able to learn information technology. This is the future of the whole world. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next edition. Thank you so much.